Hello and welcome. Today I'm going to be talking about a thriller that everybody is thrilled about, and front and center is the darling of all eyes, that's Alia Bhatt, very aptly in her first production titled Darlings, a fantastic Shefali Shah, superb Vijay Varma, and Jasmeet K Reen. You know, we're all very excited to speak to all of you. Hi, how are you doing? Okay.
Lovely.
Lovely.
How are you doing?
I'm very excited. I just saw the trailer, in fact, and I had no idea until I had to Google what's Mendak and Bichu and all of that. The first teaser was very cryptic. So I think you guys are very intent, obviously, on keeping the suspense under wraps.
Correct.
Well, it is a thriller.
Yeah.
So there will be no thrill if we give you the suspense.
I know. So I won't try to guess it either. Now, there's a teddy bear there. What is the significance?
That's, why don't you answer this question?
It's actually partly a cute love story as well, wherein a husband tries to woo his wife several times for all the things he's lacking. So this is basically a metaphor for that.
And
all the things that he doesn't like.
And he keeps saying sorry through that teddy bear.
And
He's
also
always saying sorry, yes.
Yeah, and I feel like despite that teddy, your wife cannot bear what you do from the trailer, from what we've seen.
We will neither confirm nor deny.
It's only in the trailer. So Alia, you are a darling in real life, but in this, are you a femme fatale?
I don't know. I think, no. This is a character that you have to discover through the film. But Badru's character, I find her extremely, she's very innocent. She's very simple. She's actually to the level of being silly. That's how naive she is. So I don't think she's this femme fatale or anything like that. But it's just, I guess, when you see the film, it's surprising how some circumstances can totally change a person's perspective and behavior as well. And the maza in the film, in my opinion, is kind of enjoying these two worlds at the same time.
And I also really love the scenes with the two of you in the trailer. Such a fantastic dynamic the two of you have. Talk to me about that comedy, cracking that comedy, that dark comedy in your scenes.
I mean, it's all in the writing.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, the script was it's one of the best scripts I've read. And it was all in the writing. Alia said it absolutely correctly. And I think we had a blast shooting it because it was hilarious.
In fact, we had too much fun.
Too much fun. I mean, some days it was we could have wrapped 2 hours earlier if we didn't laugh so much.
Yeah, I can see that on screen as well. And yeah, it's always a delight watching all of you. But Jasmeet, there's so much curiosity about how Alia Bhatt's first production, how she chose this debutante filmmaker. You're also a writer. You've written Gustakhia. I was looking up your work. You've lot varied films. So how did you strike off this equation with Alia? Did you manage to bag this prestigious project?
Okay, you'll have to also ask Alia that. But I co-wrote a script with my co-writers. And I took it to Alia, and I think she saw something in it. Of course, I told her we are trying to say something important with the film, but in a very entertaining and engaging way. And I think she liked that also about the film. And yeah, once she came on board as an actor and she wanted to produce it, and it was great for us because she was the best Badru, Miss Sa.
I think for me, when I've actually, the time that I had met Jasmeet, I remember very clearly. It's not like I had free time on my hand. I didn't even know when I would fit a new film in. But there's something that I feel in, you never let a film go. Hear it, read it, and then if it's not working out, it's not working out. But I feel where there's a will, there's a way. Anyway, long story short, it started off, the narration started. I was like, okay, now, normal story shuru ho rahi hai, and then suddenly, it just changed. And I was like, one second. Then I was like this. The whole narration, I was sitting like this. She surprised me. So I very rarely am surprised in a narration. Somehow you know कि now this is going to happen, then this is going to happen, and then this is going to happen. You little bit know the nature of a story in general, and you still love it and like it. But this shocked me. I was like not expecting it. So then I was like, one second. What happened here? Then she of course explained to me, actually before only, that the intent of making this story is to give a message with an entertainment layer, because otherwise what happens is ये लोग message वाली कहानी ना लोग देखते नहीं है. Nobody wants to see a message film. They feel कि अभी हमको entertain करो. So how do you give that messaging in an entertainment way is very, very difficult. And she sort of cracked that in a really beautiful way. Yeah, and then we just got onto the journey, and then the pandemic hit.
Oh, this was before the pandemic. is it?
Pre-pandemic.
Oh.
Yes.
So through pandemic, then we sat, we did a lot of Zoom calls, we prepped, we worked on the script, we did like so much. And another thing that again really struck me was the relationship between the mother and the daughter. And I was like, actually, in my opinion, this film, the mother's character is the most important character, because it's the most unassuming character in the film, and we have to make sure that the casting is bang on. And when Chef decided to come on board and do this, I was like, oh my God, I was so relieved, and I was so ecstatic, because I'm like, there's no better actor, in my opinion, who has this unassuming, unpredictable quality about her on screen, where you don't know where the expression is going. And that, literally that character is like, I feel like Shamshu was written for you.
Yeah. When I met Chef first time on Zoom, after she had read the script, and she will talk about the script first, but she is Shamshu. And she's never played something like that before. And when I've never met her before. I just met her after she had read the script. And I think we spoke for about 45 minutes, and she's Shamshu, like totally.
Anytime I speak to Shefali Shah, you interview her co-stars or the crew, the filmmakers, they only have the most wonderful things to say about you, Shefali. That streak continues.
Thank you. I mean, so sweet of both of you.
And Vijay, I have to ask, there's a Bichu connection in this as well. Bichu, do all of you know his other Bichu connection?
No, what?
No idea. What is this?
Oh, see?
So I did a show called She, in which the word bichu is used a lot.
You have to watch it. We can't explain it now.
Okay.
But it's a Bichu connection is following you, huh? So success also following.
I don't know, but it's a recurring thing. I hope I get rid of this freaking bichu now.
Other people also asked you, or I'm only like a keen eye?
No, as soon as I read the script, I knew कि बिच्छू वापस आ गया है. So
you guys now they have to watch. They have to watch to find out what's the Bichu connection, the other one. Alia, you are Badru in this, and you are famously Badri ki Dulhania. So you've decided now you are already Dulhania, so you'll be Badri also or Badru also.
Badru Nisa.
I
am
don't
Badru
think
ki
I made
I am
that
Badru ki
connection.
Dulhania.
Yeah, you're Badru ka Dula in this, technically.
How cute, yeah. What do you like? What do you think about this name, Badru?
Badru Nisa is her name. Badru Nisa, Shamshu Nisa, Badru Shamshu.
Oh, nice. Only this you're revealing about this film is suspense and Badru, just like Upar says. So because you don't want us to guess. But can I guess?
Okay,
No,
we'll
but
give you
like
some more.
actually,
Yeah.
now you've seen the trailer.
Yeah.
So you give what you feel is happening.
Yeah, so
But
I
I wanna
feel-
give one
Yeah,
spoiler.
please go ahead.
You can't give any spoiler.
I am
Vijay.
Hamza.
Oh, you're Hamza. That we know. And you're missing. I feel like the message in this movie is about alcoholism. Don't drink too much. And you literally beat the message through. Like beat people on the head with that message in this film.
Interesting.
Oh, it's not. Is it? Maybe, I don't
A
know.
thought to ponder on.
Oh. That's interesting. Okay, so they're not committing to it, but that's my best guess, guys. So you shot this during the pandemic?
The second wave.
Yeah. Just after the... Actually, I mean, we are still a part of it. Technically, are still a part of it. But yeah, we actually were meant to go on floor in April 2021.
Yeah.
And you know how they say break a leg? We broke a leg because director got COVID.
Yes.
Yeah.
2 weeks before going on floor.
Yeah.
Then I got COVID.
Yeah.
Then Roshan got COVID.
Then Roshan, everybody got COVID. And then we were going through the second wave. So actually, हमारी set where सब खड़ी थी, we were like ready to start shooting. But then of course, the rules and all came into place. So obviously we had to all be like, come on, pause. And then the minute it lifted and the minute we got like relaxed the rules, and then we started shooting. But I remember even during the shoot, we were all testing every day. There was a bubble made for the crew. It was a really high, like intense, like protocolish space. But we had to get the shoot done because the set was standing.
But I'm glad you
And
guys-
the busiest actor in the country had only this much time.
Only last year.
You remember?
Yeah, ये सब COVID
It was
की
all
वजह से
about
नहीं shoot
chefs'
कर रहे थे,
dates,
मैं wait
chefs'
कर रहा था.
dates and all of that.
Last year. That's what I've said. No, the last year, how much I've worked, I haven't done in my entire career.
But Vijay's also been working a lot, I feel. You've also been doing quite a few.
I mean, between the first and the second wave, I barely worked, and I got locked in the first lockdown. Like I got locked for the film in the first lockdown.
Like
I
that?
thought you got locked in your house.
Yeah, even I was thinking, but we all got locked inside. Sorry.
Yeah, while I was locked in my house in the first lockdown, I got cast for this film. और ये सब बड़े लोग को कोविड हो रहा था और मैं वेट कर रहा था कि कब ये लोग ठीक हो जाए शूट करें बट
But Alia, of course, you have had Gangubai, fantastic success. But more than that, everything else in your personal life or even Coffee with Karan, I can't, you know.
Why more than that?
No. I feel like it's all just been making headlines. And this is Alia's first at the interview, ever since she announced the pregnancy. But I'm going to talk about only this baby, your production baby. How do you feel about this one?
Very excited, very nervous. It's weird, while we were shooting for the movie, it was like, I'm only an actor. I don't really think that I was a producer on the sets of the film. But now, and since we've come close to putting the film out, you know, putting the teaser together, trailer together, suddenly the involvement is so much more than an actor. And then there is like all this, like, you know, sort of feeling of like the amount of like upar niche, aage piche, and the kind of grilling work that goes into putting a film out. Oh my God, it's crazy. Like I know of it, but when you're a part of it, it's much different. And then the feeling is very different. You're not just looking at it like mera kaam kaisa hai. It's all about the wholeness and the largeness of the film. So yeah, I think I'm very excited, but I'm very, very proud of the film. And I say that with like the utmost modesty. I'm very proud of the film. I think it's a beautifully made film, and it's a very simple message tried to be like we're trying to say in an entertaining, different way. So yeah, so I'm quite excited to hear and see, and even after we put the teaser out and, you know, the trailer, the responses have been, I think for me, the responses from everyone who we've shown the film to also, and people are seeing, they're all correctly and aptly responding. So that makes me feel quite like, chalo theek hai.
So continue with the correct and apt responses. Thank you very much, guys. And we won't, you know, we'll keep the suspense under wraps. All right?
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.